Hello, welcome back to more Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Well, in the last episode, we completed the first day of the second trial, which is Turnabout Sisters, and in this episode we're going to be heading into our second day, which is the trial. September 7th at 10 a.m., District Courtroom number 1. Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Maya Fey. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Miles Edgeworth. Better not show any signs of weakness today, or he'll be on me in an instant. Mr. Edgeworth, please give the court your opening statement. The prosecution sees no reason to doubt the facts of this case, Your Honor. I see. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Let's begin then. If we may call off this witness, Your Honor, the prosecution calls the chief officer at the scene, Detective Gumshoe. Oh boy. Witness, please state your name and profession to the court.
Sir, my name's Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm the detective in charge of homicides down at the precinct, sir.
Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the details of this murder.
Very well, sir. Let me use this floor map of the office to explain. The body was found by this window here.
I might have to change Gumshoe's voice. This is gonna destroy my throat.
And the cause of death? Loss of blood due to being struck by a blunt object, sir. The murder weapon was a statue of the Thinker found next to the body, sir. It was heavy enough to be a deadly weapon, even in a girl's hands, sir.
The court accepts the statue as evidence. They're still calling it a statue. Well, I mean, to be fair, no normal human looks at... Hold on. No normal human looks at this and says to themselves, that's not a statue, that's a clock. It's easy to forget that's a clock. Let's be honest. No, Detective.
Yes, sir.
You immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey, who was found at the scene, correct? Can you tell me why?
Yes, sir. I had hard evidence she did it, sir.
Detective Gumshoe, please testify to the court about this hard evidence. Witness testimony, Maya Fey's arrest. Alright, this is gonna be the true test of wit, to see if there are any inconsistencies in his testimony that we can pick apart.
As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. There were two people there already. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey. Why? We had a witness account describing her. The witness saw Miss Maya Fey at the very moment of the murder.
That's not true. That's definitely not true. Hold it, wait. If she saw Miss Fey at the very moment of the murder, why did she wait until I started investigating to call the police? Why did that happen? The very moment, you say? Very well, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yeah, this is gonna be pretty easy. Cross-examine what? I couldn't see a single contradiction in that I mean... Whoosh! Smack! Hey, Maya just threw something at me. What's this? When my sister couldn't find any contradictions in a witness's testimony, she would bluff it and press the witness on every detail. The witness always slips up and says something wrong. It worked lots of times. Heh, I should have expected Maya would know some of her sister's tricks. Alright, let's give this a try. Something the matter? No, Your Honor. I'd like to begin my cross-examination. Yeah, so all we need to do... Because that's what I was thinking. There's no evidence that we can use. Like, there's nothing that goes against the evidence. I don't think, right? Let's check. Because there's no record of when she called. There's no record of when she made the phone call. However, I know that it... So the claim, here, let's go to that last claim. The claim is she saw her at the very moment of the murder and yet decided not to call until she saw me starting to investigate. Something about that doesn't seem right, so we're just gonna press. Hold on just 1 second.
Yeah?
If I heard correctly, you said you arrested her because you had hard evidence she did it, correct?
Huh? Did I say that? Me?
I heard you say it. You did say it. You said it. Exactly what about this suspicious woman in pink's claim was hard evidence?
What? Miss May isn't suspicious and she sure isn't pink, pal. Well, I guess she is pink.
That's enough, Detective Gumshoe. Do you have any more solid proof other than her claims, Detective? I guess pressing can have its advantages.
Yes! Damn! Sorry, I got the order things mixed up in my testimony, Your Honor. Sir, there was something I should have told you about first, Your Honor.
Very well, Detective. Let's hear your testimony again. Alright, here we go. Witness testimony, hard evidence. What do you got for me? Give it to me, I'm ready.
After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it, the word Maya was written clearly in blood. Lab test results showed that the blood was the victim's. Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name.
Hold on.
Your Honor?
Why didn't you testify about this vital piece of evidence the first time?
I know. I'm real embarrassed I forgot about it, Your Honor. Sir.
Try to be more careful.
Very well.
The defense may begin its cross-examination. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Okay, so. Examine the scene of the crime, my own eyes. No. Myers were included, but let me show the blood was the victim's. Blood found on the victim's finger. Is there evidence that contradicts this? A department store receipt, written blood on the back. I don't know. I don't know what this is gonna have any relevance to. When weapon statues actually clogging with Larry Butts. Broken remains of a glass slide stand broken around recognition. Also conversation between the chief and Maya. Death caused single blunt force trauma. That's instantaneous. Oh, wait a second. Hold on. Oh, I'm just an idiot then. Hold on. If death was instantaneous, then how the hell did she write the... There's one thing I want you to clarify for me here. You say that the victim, Mia Fey, wrote this note. That she was accusing the defendant, Maya Fey. That's really what you're saying?
What? This isn't one of those lawyer tricks now, is it? Of course you wrote it. Who else could have?
You have it backwards, detective.
Backwards?
The victim is the only person who absolutely could not have written it. This is a report from your department, detective. Immediate death due to a blow from a blunt object. She died immediately.
But...
No butting your way out of this one, detective. Order! The defense has a point. Someone who died immediately wouldn't have had the time to write anything down. Mr. Wright, I beg your pardon, but when exactly did you obtain that autopsy report? When? The day after the murder. Yes, because it was September 5th when we were there, and then September 6th is when Gumshoe gave it to me. It was the day after the murder. The prosecution's point being... that autopsy report is outdated, Your Honor. What? A second autopsy was performed yesterday at my request. Death was almost immediate due to a blow from a blunt object. But there is a possibility the victim lived for several minutes after the blow. I received these results this morning. No way! Your Honor, it's quite easy to imagine that the victim did have time to write Maya. That is all. I see. Damn you, Edgeworth. I should have known you'd have something up your sleeve. Why, Mr. Wright? You look shocked. Something you want to say? I'm a sham! The detective's a sham! You're a sham, Edgeworth! Okay, so... We could be funny and say I'm a sham, or... He's not a sham, he's just doing his job. Why would there have been a second autopsy report? Detective Gumshoe, you're a sham! How could you give me a faulty report?
Huh? I thought...
Detective Gumshoe? I'm disappointed in you, handing him the wrong report like that.
I'm sorry, sir.
You are at fault, Detective. This isn't going to look good on your evaluation next week.
What? But...
Your Honor, I submit this report to the court. Understood. The court accepts the evidence. Okay. Died from blow by a blunt object, may have lived for a few minutes after being hit. Well, that complicates matters significantly. Well, Your Honor, the evidence strongly suggests the victim was identifying the killer. I suppose that's the obvious conclusion, yes? Darn, this isn't good. The prosecution would like to call its next witness, This poor, innocent girl saw the murder with her own very eyes. Let the witness, Miss April May, take the stand. Exactly what part of her is innocent? Oh boy, here we go. Witness, your name, please.
April May, at your service. Wink.
Order! An introduction should not require any reaction from the crowd. The witness will refrain from wanton winking.
Oh, yes, Your Honor.
This is not good. She's already captured the heart of every man in this courtroom. Tell us, where were you on the night of September 5th when the murder occurred?
Gee, I was, in my hotel room. I checked in right after lunch.
And this hotel is directly across from the Fang Company offices?
That's right, big boy.
Please testify to the court about what you saw. Okay, witness testimony, witness's account. We gotta find something else to poke a hole in.
It was 9 o'clock at night. I looked out the window, you know? And then, ooh, I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The one attacking her was the mousy girl sitting in the defending chair. And then the woman, dodged to one side and ran away. But that girl, she caught up to her and she hit her. Then the woman with the long hair, she kinda slumped. The end. That's all I saw. Every little bitsy bitsy. Wink.
Okay, no, because the victim, Mia was found beneath the window. So if she ran away, that would mean that Maya would have had to physically drag her back to the window. Why would that have ever happened? Well, Your Honor? I see. It is a remarkably solid testimony. I don't see a need for trouble to witness any... Wait, Your Honor. Yes, Mr. Wright? What about my cross-examination? I thought the witness's testimony just now was quite firm, didn't you? Mr. Wright, I understand you were Miss Mia Fey's understudy, would you not? You must know her techniques well. Her cowardly way of finding tiny faults in perfectly good testimonies. Hey, how dare you! Well, Mr. Wright, will you cross-examine the witness? Of course I'm going to cross-examine the witness, because there's an obvious contradiction there. If only because I have a feeling Edgeworth doesn't want me to. She has to have some weakness. Very well, you may begin your cross-examination. Okay, so is there evidence we can present here, or do we just have to press? We press this. Let's press it first. She dodged? Dodged what?
Well, the attack.
Please continue your testimony. Okay, so that didn't work. Caught to her and she hit her. And then we jumped out again. Okay, hold on. So, 9 o'clock at night, looked at the time of death was exactly 9 o'clock, correct? Do we have evidence of that? We did, hold on. Wait, floor plan. So, wait, did you say what side she dodged to? Dodged to one side and ran away. I would love it if you could tell me what side, but the first time I pressed, okay, let's press this statement, I guess. How did you know it was my client?
Huh? Well, first of all, she had a girl's physique, and secondly, she was small. Who else could it be but her?
She has a point. I question your testimony. Hold on a minute! That testimony stinks!
What?
Miss May, I'm willing to bet that. You saw nothing. Because, yeah, because again, she didn't call the police until I started investigating. So she didn't look at the window until, or I don't know, that's more likely. I'm still trying to piece this together. Did you really see the defendant at all? Mr. Wright, what's the meaning of this?
Yes, what is the meaning? Somebody tell me because I am clueless about this, I mean.
Okay, if you had really witnessed my client, Maya Fey, you would have noticed her clothes before noticing her physique. No one wears clothes like this on a daily basis, except her, and I'm no expert on fashion, but her hairdo looks far from normal to me. However, the witness's testimony mentions neither of these things. The testimony is bogus.
But...
Still, we don't know if she was dressed that way the night of the murder. She was, Your Honor. I saw her, and so did Detective Gumshoe. What do you say to that, Miss May?
What are you trying to say to me, you mean lawyer? I saw what I saw. I just didn't think all the trifling little details were necessary, darling.
Miss May, the court would like to remind you to please omit nothing in your testimony.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. I'll be a good girl, I promise. Wink.
Your testimony again, if you would. Damn, I almost had her. Don't worry, we'll catch her up in this testimony too. Okay.
I did see everything. I did. The victim, the woman, dodged the first truck and ran off to the
Right. Aha! That's the direction I wanted. That is the direction I wanted. Because, look at the floor plan. What I noticed, all the destruction is to the left. And from her... Oh, because she was in the room. She was in the room. Because looking from the perspective of that window, right? From the perspective of her hotel room, if she ran to the right, then stuff on the right side of the room would be completely destroyed. But it's all the stuff on the left side. So she must have been in that room, looking at the window, and then... This makes perfect sense. I got you now. You can't run away from me this time. Hippie Coles ran after her. Hit her with the weapon. Oh, I'm supposed to be doing the voice.
That clock, the kind of the statuary clock, the thinker, I think? Well, does that accuracy of the report not startle you?
Oh, you're going down. I see. I only wish you had been so detailed from the beginning. Please begin the cross-examination. With pleasure, because all I gotta do is just go to this and present the floor plans. This evidence clearly reveals the contradiction in that statement, Your Honor. How exactly are that evidence and the statement just now related? They... What? What do you mean? What do you mean? What? Hold on, no, it directly does. It fit, okay, do I have to press it first? Is that right as in your right as you looked from the hotel?
Which hand do I hold my knife in again? Right, it was my right hand, right?
Satisfied, Mr. Wright? Please continue. Okay. Now, can I present the floor plans? Statement contradicts the evidence. Does, I don't say anything contradictory. Really? Objection overruled. What? But it does! But it does! That's the thing, though! Like, it actually just does. What the... Okay, so, fine. Let's look for another contradiction. Maybe close one after her. Maybe both saw I did it. Kind of statuary clock. Hold it. Statuary clock. You would not have known... Remember what I keep saying? You would not have known this is a clock unless you held it in your hand. Miss May, what you said just now was quite revealing.
Revealing? Ooh, you'd like that, wouldn't you? Naughty liar.
You just said that this statue of the Thinker was a clock, but there's no way of knowing that just by looking at it. Another person in much the same position as you recently called this a clock too, and he was found guilty of murder. Order! Order! Miss May, can you explain how you know this was a clock?
Ooh.
The witness saw the murder with her own eyes. That's all that's important here. The defense is trying to confuse the issue with trivial concerns. Yes, of course. You will withdraw your question, Mr. Wright. But questions are all I have, Your Honor. And as you may recall, I've caught murderers with these questions before. Well, only once. Objection sustained. You may continue to question the witness. Phew, that was close. If he stopped me there, the trial would be over.
Huh? What? So what happens now?
What happens now is you answer my question. How did you know it was a clock?
What? That's... Because I heard it? Yes, I heard it say the time.
So, you've been to the law offices of Fay & Company.
No. Hey, I didn't say that. Why would I go there? I heard it from my hotel room.
Oh, no. No. There's no way. There's no way you heard that clock from across the street up another... I'm assuming it was up another level, because it looked like she was looking down. when she saw us. There's no way. The law office of the ferrying company where the murder took place is very close to the hotel. Not that close! You could easily have heard the clock. Well, Mr. Wright, are you satisfied? No, Your Honor. I can't give up now. I'm not satisfied because there's no way she couldn't have heard. Oh dear God. There's no way she could have heard it. Right? You're right, there's no way she could have heard it. You were at the hotel. There's no way you could have heard a clock go off in the building next door. You have proof that she could not? Amateurs. Listen to me, Mr. Wright. Is there proof? There's gotta be something. Okay. Hold on. Let's see how this goes. In the courtroom, proof is everything. Without it, you have nothing. You are nothing. Then I would like to propose to test if she really could have heard. The prosecution denies your request. What? On what grounds? This is a trivial matter with no direct bearing on the case at hand. Indeed. Objection sustained. Damn, time to switch directions quick. Okay, so it's the other one then? Think of him now. Why couldn't it have rung? Oh, because she stuffed the frick. She took out the. Yup. The proof is here. It's the. Where is it? Here it is. Had to take a clockwork out. Yup, I should have realized that. Okay. Couldn't have rung. Your Honor, members of the court. It is inconceivable that the clock in question rang, because it's empty. That clock is missing its clockwork. How could you possibly? Just take a look. Right now. Oh. See anything interesting, Your Honor? It is as the defense says. This clock is missing its clockwork. It's quite empty. Mr. Wright, would you care to explain to the court the meaning of this? It is as you can see, the clock was empty. It couldn't have rung. Therefore, this witness is a big, fat liar.
That?
Well, Miss May? Tisk, tisk. Quite a show you put on for us, Mr. Wright. He knew the clock was empty. He knew the clock was empty. Somehow, he knew. I'm afraid you've forgotten one thing, however. Indeed, the clock is empty. As you say, it can't ring. However, we must ask, when was the clockwork removed? If it was after the witness heard the clock, then there is no contradiction. But I have proof. I have the cell phone conversation. Oh, that's exactly what happened, Your Honor. No, it's not. I have the cell phone conversation. I can prove it. Just let me present the evidence. Let me present the evidence. I have proof. Wasn't it you who told me proof is everything? Well, I was listening, and now I'll show you the proof you like so much. The evidence that proves when the clock was removed is this. Take a look at this. That's a very cute cell phone.
Ooh, you have a girly phone.
Wait, this isn't my phone. Listen, this is the defendant's cell phone, and it contains a recording. A recording of a conversation she had with the victim on the day of the murder. Order. The defendant's cell phone? This wasn't brought to my attention. Perhaps Detective Gumshoe overlooked it? Grrr. That good detective better remember he's up for evaluation soon. I gotta say, I'm starting to feel bad for the big fella. Let's hear the conversation. Are we actually gonna... Yeah, we're not gonna... I'm just gonna skip to this because we already know what happened there. Your Honor, I think this makes it clear the clockwork was already gone by the time this was recorded. Which was well before the witness even arrived at her hotel. Well, Miss May, would you care to explain this to the court? Just how did you know the weapon was a clock?
Well, isn't it obvious? I saw that clock before. What store was that again? I go to so many. Oops, I forgot. Wink.
So the witness had seen it before. That would make sense. Does the defense have any objections, Mr. Wright? Yeah... Can we... Yes, we can, because Larry made it. This was custom made by Larry. The witness claims she had seen before, but this directly contradicts a piece of evidence already submitted to this court. Well then, let's see it. Please produce the evidence that it was made by Larry. It's simple. This clock was never in any store, ever.
What?
A friend of mine made that clock. Only 2 exist in the world. And the one that isn't here is in police custody.
Impossible. Everything is sold in stores.
Miss May, I think it's high time you went shopping for a better excuse. Oh, dang, get toasted. Oh, excuse is not on sale today. Toasted. Oh, she's having a meltdown. There's a little heart spinning. Oh God, what the? Oh dear.
What's it to you, Porcupine Head? That stupid clock doesn't matter, okay? She did it, and she should die for it. Die.
Whoa, whoa, let's not get ahead of ourselves. This is a court of law, and the witness will remain calm.
Oh, silly me. Did I, lose it? I guess I did. Silly wink.
Scary. Miss May, let me ask. Tell me, how did you know the weapon was a clock? Oh dear. Does the defense have an opinion on this behavior? Okay, this is it. Yes, Your Honor. Allow me to explain how I see the truth of the matter. Miss April May, you knew the weapon was a clock because you had heard about it with the wiretap, right? Right? Is that how we connect this to that? The witness had never held a clock in her hand. However, she had heard it was a clock. She heard? That is correct, Your Honor. There is no other way she could have known the thinker was a clock. And I can show you the proof. Well, this is interesting. Let's see it, then. Show me evidence proving the... Yep, here we go. Wiretap! Wiretap! Have a look at this.
Yeah, that...
I found this in Miss May's room. Mr. Wright, please explain this to the court. Please explain to the court what this is. Miss April May, you were tapping the victim Miss Mia Fey's phone, were you not? Your Honor, this is irrelevant. I'm not entirely sure that it is. Objection overruled. It troubles me that our witness was in possession of a wiretap. This is outrageous. Does the defense truly claim that the witness was tapping her phone? Absolutely. Even if that was the case, which it's not, you still have to prove one thing. Did the victim ever say that the weapon was a clock on the phone? Can you prove that? I think not. Oh yeah? I think I can. It's simple. What? Here's my proof. The proof that the victim said on the phone the weapon was a clock. Let me just check this really first, right quick. Yep, here we go. Here we go. I present the defendant's cell phone. Yes, we've seen that. Listen once more to the conversation between the defendant and the victim. And yeah, we already went over this. Miss April May, you used a wiretap to listen to this conversation. That's how you knew the thinker was a clock. Am I wrong? Your Honor, this is ridiculous. Your Honor, look at the witness's face. Does she seem amused to you? The defense demands an answer.
La la la.
Witness, answer the question. Did you tap her phone? Miss May.
Shut up, all of you. What gives you the right to talk to me like that? You lawyer.
Oh dear, I skipped it.
Sit down in the back, girl. Is that it? What?
That did it. The court's seen the real Miss April May now. Now to deal the final blow. No, she didn't do it. Because we saw the clip at the start was someone else. So why the wiretap? Why did you tap her phone? Answer the question.
Do I have to? Isn't this a murder trial? Isn't tippy tapping irrelevant?
Gosh, she's saying exactly what Edgeworth wants her to say. Miss May, you were tapping the victim's phone. I hardly call that irrelevant. Well, this court does not condone the defense's tone of voice. He has a point. Well, Miss May, do you have an explanation for the court? Can you prove you had nothing to do with this murder, even though you tapped her phone? Ha! I like it. I'd like to see her pull that off.
Mr. Lawyer, I saw that evil grin. You were probably thinking, I'd like to see you pull that,
I'd like to see her pull that off.
weren't you?
Damn, she's good.
Well, you're not the first man who's thought that. And of course, I can, and will.
You can't be serious, no way.
Way, I say, way! Oh, and I assure you I'm serious, Mr. Lawyer. Huh. Okay, so, the killing happened around 9 o'clock at night? Why, that's just when I was getting room service from that sweet bellboy.
Oh, great. Now I have to call him in as a witness. Room service?
Iced coffee, I believe it was. Iced coffee? You know, like normal coffee, but cold.
Wait, hold on. So wait, how does this help her? If she was getting room service, then that means she wasn't looking at the window, which means she wouldn't have seen the murder, which means she wouldn't have been able to see that it was Maya.
You didn't drink it.
Yeah, whatever about your stupid coffee. Iced coffee?
Think you're making this up? Ask the bellboy. Wink.
Ergo, the witness was not on the scene at the time of the murder. Yeah, we already knew that. We knew that. We established that. We already knew that. That much we know. There's nothing new there. So, where does that leave us? It is my great displeasure to inform you that the witness appears to have been tapping the victim's telephone. However, that is a separate crime with no bearing on the current case whatsoever. Her testimony stands. She saw the defendant, Maya Fey, commit murder. No! They're going to let her just walk away! There's no way I can win on this unless I tie Miss May to the murder somehow. Well, does the defense have anything to say? Well, come on, think of something. Call the bellboys a witness. That's what I said, isn't it? Call the bellboys a witness? The defense would like to call the hotel bellboys a witness. There's something suspicious here, and I'm going to get to the bottom of it.
I think you've sunken quite low enough already.
I object to calling this bellboy. Why? What's your reason? Because I hold that the wiretapping had nothing to do with the killing. But, however, if you agree to one condition, I'll consent to calling this witness. Condition? If Miss April May's alibi is not called into question after you examine the bellboy, then you will recognize that Miss April May was not the killer, thus she is innocent. And thereby, you must also accept the verdict of guilty for Miss Maya Fey. That is my better find something suspicious in that bellboy's testimony, and wise will look credible on the spot, which they do. Well, we're not gonna give up, so we'll just accept it. We'll poke every hole possible in the bellboy's testimony if we have to. Alright, I've got nothing to lose, except for, well, everything. Understood. I accept your condition. Fool. You fell right into my trap. Wait. Very well. The court calls the hotel bellboy to the stand. I believe we're ready for the witness to testify. He certainly does look like a bellboy. Yes, sir. I have to give them slightly different pitches. I received your summons in the middle of work, sir. I'm happy to be of service. That T-set looks rather heavy, so without further ado, the witness may begin his testimony. Very good, sir. Witness testimony in Miss May's room service. Okay. We can do this. I have faith we can poke holes in this. I am the head bellboy at the Fine Gatewater Hotel, in business for 4 generations. I believe I received a call after 8 o'clock in the evening from our guest, Miss May. Okay, so that's true. It was after 8 o'clock. But, okay, fine. Asked for coffee about the door, and I got on the dot, sir. I brought it to her at precisely the requested time, of course. And I delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May herself. I see. The defense may begin its cross-examination. Right, I'm ready, I hope. This is it. If I can't prove Miss May was involved with the murder now, Miss Maya will be finished. Okay, nothing jumped out to me immediately, so we're gonna have to dig a little bit closer. Let's just start pressing things, I guess. Sure Miss May on the phone? Absolutely, sir. How can you be so certain? I checked Miss May in personally, sir. Not only did I see her in all her stunning radiance, I also heard her voice. And then I saw them, and the point being, I remembered her quite well, sir. Yes, what then? She did say it was a nice coffee, so that's correct. 9 o'clock on the dot. Precisely the requested time. Delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May herself. This doesn't seem to be... It doesn't seem to be anything here I'm just gonna press everything. How can you be so sure? Miss May was quite insistent that it be brought there. Oh, bellboy!
Oh, bellboy, I like iced coffee at exactly 9 o'clock.
Something like that, sir. Therefore, I knocked on her door at the crack of 9 o'clock, sir. Why would she be so particular about the time? There's no evidence that contradicts it, so I just have to press every statement until something comes to light. Absolutely, sir. Absolutely? Yes, sir. As in, so very absolutely, sir. It's an endearing mannerism of mine. How come you're so very certain? Well, when I bought the room service, sir, the guest, sir, favored me with her embarrasser, sir. Embarrasser? Is that French for embrace? It's French for kiss, sir, but not a French kiss, sir. More of a peck on the cheek. But why would she have done that? I believe, perhaps, she was momentarily swayed by my prim demeanor, sir. It was a moment I shall never, ever forget, sir. Sounds pretty fishy to me. I think our Miss May was up to something and wanted the bellboy to remind her. It's no good. There's nothing there. Exactly. Is that it? There's nothing. Tisk tisk. Finally, you understand. This bellboy has absolutely no reason to lie. Well, that's not true. That's not true, actually. Because if she kissed him, he might have been so flabbergasted, like, as in he would have been willing to lie for her. If you have any decency, you will end this rather tedious cross-examination here. It was a bit tedious. The witness may leave the stand. I can't let this happen, can I? Do we give up? No. But there's nothing... Protest. Because we can't, if we give up, Maya goes to jail. Wait, please wait! Yes, does the defense have something to add? One last question. Let me ask one last question. Your Honor, I must object. This charade of justice has gone on long enough. Now, Mr. Edgeworth. Alright, Mr. Wright. I'll give you one more question. That's all. Okay, this is really it now. That's my last chance. What do I ask him about? Check-in? He said he was absent. He said he checked her in himself. I'm thinking check-in or room service. We'll do check-in. Tell me about the check-in. Tell me about when you checked in Miss May. Oh, alright. Very well, sir. My first thought was that she was a beautiful, beautiful person. She's just my type of girl, so it was a disappointment, really. I see. Excuse me, what exactly was a disappointment? Well, I am not without charm, sir, but even I'd have a little chance with her lover there. Oh, she was with somebody! She was with somebody! It's a darn good thing I asked about check-in. Okay, so now we know. What did he say? What did you say? Rather quite. Bellboy, tell us the truth now. Did Miss May check in with another person? I object. That was objectionable. Objection overruled. The witness will answer the question. Yes, I see. Why did you not mention this in your testimony? Well, sir, you didn't ask. Nice try. That's the sort of thing you're normally supposed to mention. Yes, quite. Indeed. It was the, good barrister there, Mr. Edgeworth, who... He asked me not to mention it if I wasn't specifically asked, sir. You fool. I've done it. I've won. Miss April May checked into a twin room with a man, correct? Yes, sir. Then, when you brought in the room service, you didn't see that man in the room? That's right, sir. Your Honor, we have just learned of another person involved who may have been the murderer. In light of this new fact, I hold that it is impossible to judge the defendant. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Edgeworth? And who, Mr. Wright? Who is this other person? Simple. It was... the man with Miss May. The man who checked in with Miss May. Oh! Your Honor, as has been previously revealed, Miss April May was tapping the victim's phone, yet Miss May herself has an alibi at the time of the murder. However, that does not clear the man that was with her. That bellboy saw no one else in the room at the time of the murder. My, what a convenient little setup, but it's too late. Too late? I suppose you'd like it if I was too late, wouldn't you? After all, it was you who hid the presence of the other man from this court. Ugh. Upstart. Amateur. These accusations are ludicrous.
Enough. The court acknowledges the defense argument. I expect the prosecution and defense to look into this matter fully. Am I understood?
Yes. Yes, Your Honor.
That is all today for the trial of Maya Fey. Court is adjourned.
Well, that was tense. Okay. I think that went well though. I think we did all right. We had a few hiccups in the middle there. I swear, because she couldn't possibly have run to the right. She could not possibly have run to the right.
Mr. Wright, you were amazing in there.
Really?
I think I might be your newest fan.
Oh, I was just doing my job, you know?
Then again, that other attorney was pretty cool too.
Huh?
That face of his, with his eyes wide and trembling lips. It sent shivers up my spine.
If you say so.
So, what happens with me? Do I get to go home now?
Well, no, I don't think so. Not yet.
Oh, I see.
But I got a great lead in today's trial.
A lead?
That man with Miss Fey, he's the key.
Oh, I get it. What happened to Miss May after that, anyway?
I heard they arrested her. Guess she's learning her charms won't work everywhere. She's probably at the detention center now. I may have to go down there later. Anyway, this case is far from closed.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to find out more about this man.
Do you think he was the one who...
Maybe so.
Sis,
Don't worry, I'll find him by tomorrow. I promise.
I'm counting on you.
Yeah, I know. Okay. I asked for a full record of April May's testimony. I thought it might come in handy during the trial tomorrow. But now that I have it, I'm not so sure. Most of her testimony was all lies. In fact, there's only one part that hasn't been stricken from the record. The victim dodged an attack and ran to the right, but she was caught and struck. I swear, that there's no way. There's no way. She didn't run to the right. She ran to the left. The floor plan clearly shows that everything on the left side of the apartment was knocked over. I don't know. I don't know how much good this will do me at all now. Anyway, time to hit the pavement and do some investigating. Maya doesn't belong in that detention center, and it's up to me to set her free. To be continued. Well, that was a tense trial. Okay, now things are getting exciting. Oh, I love the music that plays there. Okay, so tomorrow will be the investigation, and then I guess on Tuesday we'll do the trial. Okay, this is gonna be exciting. I can't wait. I can't wait to continue it. So, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for next time. I hope to catch you all tomorrow for some more Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Goodbye.